Yesterday, I found out that my wife is cheating on me. To give you some history, we had already been talking about ending our marriage because neither of us was happy in it, but nothing had been filed yet. I had a bad feeling for 8 months that she had been cheating on me. Since we got married 10 months ago, I know for sure that she has never cheated on her husband before we got married. When I talked to her about it about 2 months ago, she calmed me down. Well, she gaslighted me. I thought she was lying when she told me I was being paranoid and controlling. All the good things you want to hear from your mate. I put it down for a while, but the feeling got stronger instead of going away. She wouldn't hug me, have sex with me, or even hold hands. For me, physical touch is a form of love, and her coldness made me feel even more anxious and suspicious. We fought about it every day until we finally decided to split up. I finally broke down and looked through her phony while she was sleeping the next day, which was less than 24 hours later. I have never asked to see it in all the time we've been together. What I read was the grossest and most detailed sexting I've ever seen, and it confirmed everything I was afraid of. I took a picture of it and sent it to myself through her Facebook Messenger. I told her that I knew about what she did. I quietly got my things together and left. To show that I wasn't crazy, I sent the screenshots to all of her friends and family. Then I went to my best friend's house to crash until I could figure out what to do. Then today, she changed her relationship status to single, started sharing sexually explicit posts, and started sharing posts that are meant to make me look bad. She sent the same friend a message talking about how great her sex is right now, complete with pictures. This is what my friends took a picture of and sent it to me so I could use it in court. We're lucky that we don't have any kids, so I get to deal with all of this on my own. My offline support system is great, and I'm talking to a bunch of lawyers next week. But this has never happened to any of my family or friends before. I have no idea what to do because I didn't want to believe my gut, even though I had a lot of fears. I think keeping my mind on what I need to do is the only thing that is keeping me sane. Before I found out about this, I told her that I wanted her to wait until everything was over, and I was moved out before going after other relationships. She told me, "I'm not comfortable with that." The last 2 days have been very up and down, and I'm having a hard time making sense of it all, but it hurts my pride to know that based on what I've read about my state's rules, she seems like she'll get away with it. I still plan to legally separate from her. Even though I have help, I still feel lost. I really hope that my lawyer will tell me something good on Tuesday. I guess I don't understand what just happened to me. I don't get what was wrong with her waiting a little longer, or even being more secretive about the fact that she was cheating. She was free and clear. Why mess that up? Let's find out what people really think. Memory special is the first one. 2 days before the wedding, I found out that my first wife had cheated on me with someone else. After 6 weeks, she was caught cheating on a coworker at her Christmas party. 4 months later, she was getting home from work with someone else's load in her pants. They're mean and damaged, dude. Thank God you don't have to raise your kids with her for another 20 years. We older people call her the town bicycle. That person replies, "I'm glad I stuck to my decision not to have kids until we had more money." For sure. That has also been a very controversial topic for the past month or so. Memory Special replies again, "Dude, she wanted kids while she was cheating. She will live in a trailer park with 4 other kids whose dads are all different. You and I both know what's wrong with her if she doesn't show up in the first 48 hours. "I wholeheartedly agree with that," the OP replies again. "Everything makes sense now that I see it this way. I'm way above her. I graduated from college, have a job, and can handle my money on my own. I'm not ugly to look at. She dropped out of high school in the 9th grade, complains about her life all the time, but does nothing to make it better, and spends her money on weed, acid, or other stupid stuff. At least I'll feel great about myself if nothing else good comes from this." The next thing White Terrier says is, "She's being mean because you told people close to her and you about her affair. She wants to get your attention, so don't give in. Talk to the lawyers and make a plan. Split up the money, gather all the proof, and learn as much as you can about her cheating partner. You should tell his wife or partner if he's married or in a serious relationship. Take back the house and kick her out if her partner is single. She can play house with him. Get new locks. Do not bother her. It bothers her more and takes away her power the less you care about it. She picked the drain, so let her poop in it. Keep yourself safe. She quit the marriage. The OP answers before there is an update. Yeah, I thought that was likely too. Even though it's testing my self-control in ways I never thought possible, I'm being very quiet and careful. The only thing I know about the guy is his name and that he sells and does a lot of drugs. They met at work. I gave my owner my 30-day notice, and to be honest, I don't care much about the house or anything in it. I already got what I wanted, and I need the extra money to pay for a good lawyer. Now is the time to update. Since it's been a little over 6 months since my last post in this group, I thought I'd add something new that might make someone feeling better. All is well with me. On bad days, I still don't feel like I'm worth anything, but I've been lucky to have people come back into my life who not only encourage me but also watch out for me. They stopped me from becoming angry and bitter. A short time after my first post, I started going to therapy. It made me face some things that have been bothering me since childhood and changed the way I see life. I've had time and space to rethink and refocus my work, and as a result, I just accepted a job offer that will change my life. My physical and mental health are both better, and I have a more upbeat view of the world than I ever have before. It does get better, mostly in small ways that add up. I know that everyone is different and has their own situation, but that's what I guess I'm trying to say. They're important and add up. Being pessimistic and angry is easy, and there are times and places to feel that way. Don't let them take over your life. Do not live there. Just feel it, name it, and let it go. It's for you, not them. In a tough time, this is the first thing you can do to help yourself. I hope this message finds everyone well, or at least as well as it's possible for you to be. My email is always open for anyone who needs a boost or someone to vent to. One answer from the TJ kid. Great to hear you're getting better. What a terrible thing to have to go through. You're showing radical openness. Look it up on Google. Really, it means that you don't forget about it or give up on it. You just accept that it happened and stop letting it hurt you anymore so you can move on. It looks like fun to ask a question. What's going on with your relationship? Did you end the marriage or get a divorce? The OP replies, divorce. In my state, annulment wasn't possible unless certain conditions were met. Let's look at another story. I cheated on my husband with 2 guys. My husband and I have been married for 5 years. And we love each other very much. They have great sex and are very nice and helpful. I'm sorry, but I want to spend the rest of my life with him. To give you some background, my husband is so smart that it's sometimes creepy. He knows a little about everything and can see patterns in things to guess what might happen or what has already happened. He only talks to me and a few close friends. He works as a computer engineer for a well-known company, name hidden. He has always been there for me and helped me get a good job, so I've never been short on anything in our relationship. There are 2 types of me. He lets me sleep with women, but not guys. You can do it with a woman, he said. I've slept with a lot of women, and I always tell him. He says it makes him feel good, but just to be clear, it's not a dream. He has never asked to join or for pictures. There was a party at work a few weeks ago. It took place in a hotel, and all of my coworkers were there. My husband told me he was tired and wanted to sleep when I asked him to come with me. I went by myself. 2 men who work for me have always played with me and made passes at me at work, but I don't think much of it because they know I'm married. But both of them are really hot. With a few drinks under my belt, I started dancing with them later that night, and they touched and groped me. That was so fast, but it felt good, so I didn't tell them to stop. I had sex with both of them when we went upstairs. I felt awful about what I did. She got dressed and drove home. When she got there, she sat in her car for 20 minutes trying to get the courage to face her husband. I had not planned to tell him. He was asleep when I went in. I was scared because I have a feeling he knows. He woke up really early the next morning and told me he was going on a work trip. He has been gone for 2 weeks now. I believe he knows and is making plans to get back at her. He likes to get even instead of getting along with others, which makes me scared because I don't know what he'll do. When he's mad, he does crazy things. I'm not afraid he'll hurt me or attack me, but he could fire me and hurt everything. I'm lost. Changed. I believe he knows. Sally, a friend of ours, was acting strange today. I talked about my husband and his trip in a sneaky way when I saw Sally. Sally changed her mind and was just talking back. I plan to find the hotel where he is staying and visit him there. One person in the group, Chrysalis, says, "The fact that you have a one-sided open marriage shows that you have a self-esteem or attention problem on its own. And now that you've hit a wall, you crossed it because you never dealt with that problem, you just fed it." He only made a mistake by not realizing that this kind of self-feeding would get worse, and now you're giving in to yourself again. You make all the decisions, and you need to be aware of that. Even though you had a great deal in your relationship, you needed to ask for more. You need help from someone who is paid more than Reddit, and you need to be honest with your partner and show some respect, at least after the fact.